Welcome to Doug in Exile. I've clipped, this is Tucker Carlson episode 2. It's much better than episode 1 where he was doing all the aliens.
It's Tucker Carlson. Let's say you wanted to control a country. Well, you'd want to make sure you had the complete obedience of everybody inside your borders who was authorized to use deadly force. You would start with the military and then federal law enforcement, then move your way down ultimately to agencies like the IRS.
That's not true. To control people, you just need to control their mind. You don't need the guns. Second Amendment's been overplayed, people. First Amendment, free speech is where it's at. Free speech is what moves the world. In fact, you wouldn't even know about a Second Amendment unless they wrote it down using the First Amendment.
But to control how they think, not just their bodies, but their minds, as a god would. In that case, you need to take charge of the society's taboos. A taboo is something that by popular consensus is not allowed. A taboo may not be illegal, but it doesn't need to be. Over time, social prohibitions are more powerful and more enduring than laws.
I agree with that. And I just want to underline that once again, that our social taboos, our cultural prohibitions are more powerful than laws. This is why the Republican Party is committing suicide by abandoning social issues. The farther to the left we go, the more disengaged you are with the public. For instance, Trump, DeSantis, Pence, the GOP, they're moving to the left on abortion and same-sex marriage. And I lose less and less interest in the country because they're just going, look, we're just going to deal with fiscal policy in the border. And I'm going, fine, close the border and you still have a country that isn't worth a dang because they exterminate children. And, you have a child able to marry his parents.
What's interesting is how fast our taboos are changing. This is not happening organically. What we're allowed to dislike is being dictated to us from above, sometimes by force.
That's true. You're not allowed to resist the rainbow or dislike it. If I just say, I don't like what's happening at Target, I believe it's immoral. You don't have a right to reject it anymore. In fact, they shun you. They think you should be unemployed. You should be shamed. You should be ashamed.
As recently as the 1992 presidential campaign, adultery was considered disqualifying for anyone seeking higher office. Bill Clinton was very nearly derailed in the New Hampshire primary by his affair with Jennifer Flowers.
Tucker cannot blame this entirely on Bill Clinton because it was the Republicans through the libertarians that said the government should not be involved in marriage. Once that happens, the law in the state has nothing to say about extramarital affairs and anything you do, quote unquote, in your bedroom. And guess what else happens in the bedroom? Yes, children.
By that point, a leader's behavior within his own marriage, the core relationship of his life, had been declared irrelevant. It was Barack Obama's business, not yours. One by one, with increasing speed, our old taboos have been struck down. Those that remain have lost their moral force. Stealing, flaunting your wealth, striking women, smoking marijuana on the street, shameless public hypocrisy, taking other people's money for not working. All of these things used to be considered unacceptable in America, not anymore.
Not only do they used to be unacceptable in America, but now they're largely embraced by both parties. Now, much worse with the Democrats than Republicans, but the Republicans and even the conservatives are just Democrat socialist light. That's why we are an older audience. You need old people to hold up the standard. We can't give up the standard. Our family, our children and grandchildren are depending on it. So this is my rah-rah to you. Good job to Tucker for finally embracing some social issues, which most of us care more about than the law itself. And we really ought to stay in this place because this is what unites us. God, family, freedom, friends, work ethic. I'm Doug in Exile.